My name is Jeremy Balanson. I am the director of Stanford's Virtual Human Interaction Lab. The Virtual Human Interaction Lab was founded 9 years ago, and the vision of the lab is to try to understand the implications of the time we spend online, in particular, time that people spend in bodies we call avatars. What happens when we spend so much time in these virtual spaces? Children between the ages of 8 and 18 in the United States consume digital media for 8 hours per day. An hour and a half of that is spent inside what we call avatars while they play video games. For this upcoming generation, computing is what they do. The current project uses commercial software that measures your physical behavior. What we are doing is quantifying body language. Communication theorists have long posited that your nonverbal behavior communicates more about what you're feeling, how you're going to perform, what you're thinking, than verbal communication. In terms of body language, we've always had this kind of artistic vision of, well, it looks like that person is smiling or nodding or retreating, but we've never had a quantitative way of measuring it. What the Kinect does is it quantitatively captures 24 points on your body. We have one of these devices trained on each person in the collaboration. So 2 people come to the lab and they have a creative collaboration task, they have a student-teacher learning task. All the while that they're having this face-to-face interaction, we're constantly, 30 times a second, capturing their nonverbal behavior.
We end up with these huge spreadsheets of the position of every node in the skeleton over that period of time, so it's a lot of number crunching.
What we can do is for each pair, we can measure how much they've learned, how well the teachers taught the student, and we can measure their nonverbal synchrony, which is how in tune their bodies are with one another based on the nonverbal data we're getting from the Kinect. And what we're finding is you can reliably predict many, many things about somebody's performance based on the way that they're moving their bodies nonverbally. This is body language sensed in a way we've never been able to sense it before. Can you get deeper in terms of understanding the mental state? So can you figure out if somebody's creative, if they are collaborating in a way that they're going to be productive versus not? This strategy of understanding somebody's nonverbal behavior is valuable to any business who wants to truly understand what's going on with their workers and how successful somebody's going to be. Perhaps a collaboration isn't going as well as it should be, and maybe you should pair person A with person C instead of person B to change it up to get a better creative process. What you now have when you're designing IT systems is a layer to understand the intentions of someone, what they're thinking, if they're tired, if they're productive. It adds a sensing layer that we've never had before. So to do this work right, you have to have experts in many disciplines. So one benefit of MediaX is that it helps us reach out and find the right people to do the job, and it helps us pull people together. It really helps bridge me and my work to the outside world. In fact, I have not collaborated with any industry without using MediaX because it works so much better when I work with them. A world in which all of your movements are captured all the time and sent to other people is a fascinating one. You can imagine wonderful applications, and you can imagine an Orwellian nightmare in which there's no such thing as privacy anymore. And one thing we study is how to walk that line as this technology becomes more common.